When consciousness chooses, we get actuality of the particle. In this simple way, consciousness is introduced in science. And psychology, which should be a psychology of consciousness, obviously, because psychology is about us and we are conscious beings, we have both subject and object. How do you get subject and object of consciousness, the ground of being? When we measure, consciousness identifies with our brain. When an observer measures a quantum object, consciousness identifies with the brain, which was a possibility in consciousness itself. That identity is the subject. And what we measure is the object. Identity with the brain sees itself separately from the object. This is the mystery of subject-object split of experience. And as I said, both material and non-material can be possibilities of consciousness to choose from. Therefore, we not only can introduce material experiences like behavioral psychology does, sensing, but we can also introduce non-material experiences, like other branches of psychology talks about. Feelings, for example. Intuition, for example. Thinking, of course, can be included in behavioral science as a brain property. But that kind of thinking only talks about information. Now we can talk about thinking in its totality. Information plus meaning. So, quantum psychology is a psychology of experiences. All about experiences. We have 5 kinds of experiences: sensing, feeling, thinking, intuiting, and the self-experience. And all 5 are included in quantum physics, quantum psychology. I don't have the time to talk about all the details, but this kind of thing is based on courses. Courses based on this kind of thing are being taught at a master's program in the institute led by Fernanda Ben. Those who are really, really interested in quantum psychology should enroll in that program. So, quantum psychology then is different from ordinary psychology in the sense that because consciousness is included and because brain is also included, we now can integrate behavioral psychology with the transpersonal psychology. Even depth psychology can be included because consciousness at the level of domain of potentiality is unconsciousness. There is no awareness, only consciousness as the ground of being, as one, no separateness. Only when we measure, consciousness identifies with the brain, becomes split as subject and object, and we have conscious awareness, subject-object split awareness.